What's going on, everyone? My name is Matt and it is Friday the 27th of November, so that means that on Tuesday the 1st of December, Vlogmas is here. I've already talked about this a lot in my recent videos, but basically I'm going to post a video every day from the 1st of December to the 25th of December, and it's usually a pretty happy occasion. I might do the occasional rant video in Vlogmas, but on the whole, it's a very happy and joyous time in the run-up to Christmas. So that means there's a lot of things that I could get off my chest before Vlogmas starts. So today, I'm going to be doing 15 rants, so let's go. Toilet roll. First of all, why does one-ply toilet roll, or toilet paper if you're American, exist? It makes no sense. It's not even good for a pee, let alone when you do a poo. So why does it even exist? And often, one-ply toilet paper doesn't rip off in proper squares, it just rips randomly. And that is just so annoying because you want a nice clean cut on your toilet roll. So sort it out. In the world, there are two types of people. This type of person and this type of person. If you are this type of person, then get out. What are you doing? Why would you have your toilet paper like that? That has just never made any sense. If I ever see a toilet paper like that and I am able to change it, I will swap it round so it looks more like this one. Just stop doing that. It makes no sense. Earphones. Why do you always tangle up? Who thought that was a good idea? But you know what's even worse is when you bring other things into the mix, like my keys. I don't want to have to walk around with what sounds like a cowbell around my neck because the manufacturer of these earphones decided that keys could easily get stuck in them because they tangle around everything they're next to. Literally, I could be listening to some music, I'll be walking along the road, my keys will be jangling by my chest because I could not untangle them. What is that about? Dentists, you need to listen up right now. So if I've just got my braces tightened, like I did yesterday, and by the way, my teeth are in a lot of pain, which really sucks. But if I've then got a dentist appointment and you know that my teeth are sore because I've told you about it at least 4 times just so I know that you understand that I'm in pain, why on earth would you use them as an armrest? Why would you lean on my teeth while you operate on the other side of my mouth? Yeah, you may have been studying dentistry or medicine for over 10 years at a school or something, but when it comes to finding a place to put your arm that isn't my teeth, you choke. Another thing, why don't dentists give you time to swallow? Like, I've been sat there in the chair before like, I really need to swallow, but I can't. If you make a mess, any amount, any place, any time, then clean it up. Someone is going to have to clean up that mess. And if that someone is not you, then that someone is going to be cleaning up someone else's mess. How is that fair? Unless, of course, you're at the cinema or something, because that's kind of the cleaner's only job, is to clean up your rubbish, so I'll excuse you for that one. Linking with that last one, why when you're on holiday sometimes do your parents say you have to tidy the room for when the maid arrives? What is the point of that? Are you trying to put them out of business? You can say it's common courtesy or whatever, and I can understand why you'd want your underwear picked up off the floor before the maid comes in, because that could be a little awkward for people. But just little things, why does it matter? It's their job to clean that stuff. It's making our holidays more stressful. You need to cut that out. This one's for all the teachers out there, so listen up. If I ask you to help me with something because I'm struggling, don't explain it to me in a way that you've already done it before, because surely it would be obvious to you by the fact that I don't understand it that that way of explaining it did not work whatsoever. I'm not going to name names, but a few of you watching this will understand who I'm talking about, but there is a teacher who explains things in the exact same way that he's done previously, regardless of the fact that we never understood it the first time, the second time, or the third time. Now this one's aimed at fast food restaurants. I'm not going to name any names. But why does your default standard burger come with every single thing on it? Surely you must realize that it's inevitable that with every filling or dressing that you add to the burger or anything in general, it's just going to make less and less people like it. So why do I have to specify that I don't want any extra crap all over my burger? Why isn't it that people have to specify the extra things they want? Like seriously, I went to a fast food restaurant. They're called McDonald's, but we call them Mackie D's to protect their identity. I asked for a cheeseburger, I got it back, and everything was on it. I couldn't even salvage the cheeseburger goodness in the middle because of all the rubbish that they put on top of it. The bun was ruined, the burger was ruined, and I was not happy. So I went to Burger King instead. Yeah. People that judge you harshly without even knowing you, what are you doing with your life? Obviously, we can't escape that initial judgment, that snap judgment that you think about something. There's gonna be some prejudice here and there because that is an innate human/caveman instinct. We judge other people to know whether they're gonna be nice to us, whether they're gonna be mean to us. It just helps us survive. There are people at my school that dislike me/hate me for no reason, and I've got nothing against them. We've never even really spoken. So why would you do that? And don't judge me based on the way I am with my friends. Like, say I'm really cocky with my friend Steve that you saw in my previous video, or my friend Josh. That doesn't mean I'm an overall cocky person. It just means I know that my friends are comfortable enough to understand that I'm quite often joking. You don't know me like that. You don't have the right to judge me like that. So stop it. Why is it that there are some rules that apply to certain people, but not others? Particularly in school. My first thought when I think of this is uniform. Why is it that some girls in our school can get away with wearing jeans, or leggings, or lots of leather and crop top shops, and boys get in trouble for wearing a smart casual t-shirt. Fair enough if you want to be smart, but if girls can wear all that stuff and show off all their skin, why can't we just wear a slightly shorter sleeve shirt? That just makes no sense whatsoever. And like the whole no logos thing on t-shirts, that also doesn't make sense in my school. There are logos everywhere you go. Like, seriously, what are you gonna do? Ask us to stop having logos on our bags? That can't happen. Okay, so if I'm in a public toilet and I'm at the urinal, don't come next to me unless it's absolutely necessary. In fact, even if the ones next to me are the only ones free, just do me a favor and wait a little bit. It's just in the unwritten man code that you don't go next to someone in the public toilet just to avoid any awkward situations, just because that makes sense. Why would you do that? But more importantly, when there's 7 either side of me, why would you plonk yourself right next to me? Why would you do that? That's just weird. To people that still use gay as an insult, get out. What are you doing? First of all, it's not really even insulting. It's not a bad thing to be gay. But when you use it in that way, it's such a derogatory term and it's really mean. People who are downright disrespectful, inconsiderate, and rude. What are you doing with your life? Okay, so a few weeks ago, Jazz and I were in her car, and her car broke down right on a roundabout. And the reaction from the majority of people around us was so rude. There was one old lady who was sat behind us beeping her horn. We had our hazard lights on. She could have gone round us, but instead she decided to be annoyed and sit there and just be really annoyed at us. How is that our fault? And surely you can see in the car that there's 2 children. We're not children, but essentially we're children. Why would you just be a douchebag and decide to be mean to us? Why not actually try and help us? Fortunately, there was a guy that came round who was with a breakdown service. He was with the AA and he actually helped us get the car going again. So thank you to you, Chris, the mysterious AA employee that we couldn't track down because we didn't know your vehicle registration number. Thank you to you, but to the old lady behind us, what are you doing? And another thing, to the people who look down on others for doing what they want to do and being who they want to be. You are the worst type of person. There are people that look down on me, like, I guess you're all looking down on me right now because the camera's higher than I am and you're just, and we're, but yeah. But there are people that look down on me for what I do on YouTube. There's people that judge me for what I do on YouTube, and that's just dumb. I enjoy it, so hate me all you will, but why? Number 15 is when you realise that you actually said you were going to do 15 rants at the beginning of the video, and you actually only came up with 14. That does annoy me, when videos don't go to plan. But either way, I think this video turned out pretty well. If you did enjoy it, then be sure to smack that like button, and as always, I will see you in a couple of days for Vlogmas. Yeah, that was a good video. I really enjoyed filming that. Bye, guys!